Welcome back. I'm here with Lucie Stuart from the Stratford Perth Hospice Foundation. Lucie, thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you, Peter, for having me here. This is great.
We're going to talk a bit about how the foundation, if you will, works with the hospice. One of the big milestones back, I believe, in July of last year, you had your 100th resident. Is that correct?
That, I think, was up until, maybe you're better with your dates than I am. I've kind of lost track of time, but yes, we've had over 100 residents since we opened in July 2019.
It's an incredible contribution to the community. Now, most people don't realize in the hospice, you get less than half of your operating cost supplied by the Ministry of Health. So you have slightly more than 50% that you have to fundraise annually, if you will, to keep the lights and heat on. How do you actually do that?
Yes, that you're right, Peter, about the half from the Ministry of Health and the other half we have to fundraise. So we've, as you know, you were involved with our capital campaign. You were, a huge proponent for the hospice during that time. We had a successful capital campaign, but now we have to continue to raise funds annually to keep the lights on, to heat the house, to have food in the kitchen, to be able to serve up to families and friends and visitors. So there's a variety of ways, different streams that the funds come in from. Memorial donations has always been a big revenue stream for us. We've noticed, this past year with COVID impacting funerals and visitations, that's taken a bit of a hit. But the other things are third-party events. We had a family who held a golf tournament last summer in memory of their loved one who passed away at the hospice, and other such things. And then there's individuals who donate. They may donate at the end of the year, or they may donate as we have a number of monthly donors. They can give that way because that breaks it up and makes it more manageable throughout the year. And there's other donors who have made maybe gifts of stock when it works for them. That's another way of giving. Or we've been the very fortunate recipients of bequests as well. One of the pieces that we just launched in the fall around the Thanksgiving weekend was our Everyday Counts campaign. Really is a way for people to choose a date that's special to them, and they're paying for a day of care for one resident. It's $350 is what we have to raise per day per resident room to operate the hospice. So we thought that's a manageable number. It also helps convey the idea of this is what it costs, and you can associate it with something special and memorable to you.
Yeah, I love it. It could be mom's birthday or whatever. What a wonderful idea as well. Let's talk about the capital campaign, because there was arguably well over $8 million that needed to be raised. Are there still some naming opportunities that are available?
There are, exactly. Yes, we did. We did tremendously well, as you know, with the capital campaign, and we're so grateful to those who gave in all sort of size gifts, but there are a number of naming opportunities left. There's most notably the kitchen, which is the heart of the home. The kitchen is available for naming. The care center, which is also the sort of heart of the building. The care center is in the middle of the building and has a view. It's where the clinical care team are based out of, and they can see down either wing where the resident rooms are. There's also 4 resident rooms that are available for naming, and then the 2 flower beds out front.
Perfect. And lastly, just in summary, I know that we're in March, so we're about 3 months away from one of your large fundraising is Hike for Hospice. How do people get involved?
Perfect. Thanks, Peter. I know. Let's look forward to great summer weather, right? Hike for Hospice. If you can believe it, this will be the 7th year for this annual fundraising event, and it has continued to grow each year. As we did last year, the event will be virtual, but it will be held on Sunday, June 6th. Information will be available for registration sort of later in March. so people can start watching for it. And it's really about hiking anywhere, anytime, and with anyone you want to walk with. Or you know what, you could get on your exercise bike, as one of our participants did last year. It's really about, taking the day to think about what hospice means to this community and raising some funds for us. And you know what, if you can get outdoors and enjoy the company of friends and family, all the better.
Well, Lucie, thank you very much, and the contribution that hospice is making for the end of life journey. It's wonderful to have the hospice in our community. Thank you so much.